Hello, my Cancer friends. I am Meg, your Elemental Empress, here to do your reading from July the 24th until July the 31st, 2018. I'll be doing a general spread and then a love spread afterwards. I have here the Tarot of the Tattoo Age, and I'm pulling one card to oversee your reading. Alright, so y'all got the Magician. Very nice. It's the Mercurian card, and for those of you who watched this before, it's my favorite card because it looks like Steve Buscemi. Alright. So I'm just going to put this over here. Mercury actually goes retrograde this week, the 26th, and right before the full moon eclipse in Aquarius. So you'll be dealing with things from the past and that have to do with your self-worth, your savings, things like that, because of your second house with Mercury there. And going into retrograde. Also, Aquarius being your 8th house, and I think you should really check, because it's at such a slight degree of Aquarius, you should check to make sure that that's the exact house it is, because 8th house things can be a little bit more serious. It can have to do with surgery, it can have to do with deaths, it can have to do with old wounds, old sexual wounds, things like that. This eclipse is also in conjunct with Mars in Aquarius that is retrograde, so it very well could have to do with surgery or surgery of people that are around you as well. Okay, so there's that. And if, like me, you're in the United States or a place where you're not going to be able to see the eclipse, you can watch it on NASA TV. So that's always good, my Cancerian friends. Okay, so Deviant Moon Tarot. Alright, so you have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Here it is in the upright. So you'll be dealing with somebody who has the sign of Sagittarius in their chart. And if you are, they're kind of flipped around a little bit here. Actually, they're pretty pissed off, to be quite honest. And if not, it could be like a question of needing to move forward and not being able to. Okay, so what is in your foundation? You have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Here it is in the upright. I like it better in the reverse because, you know, in the reverse, it's you've taken a break from someone and then you've said your piece, right? So that's what it means in the reverse. Otherwise, you're just taking a break away from people. It's very much like the Hermit card. Okay. That's still affecting you now. In the recent past, you have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So this could be about a love relationship, business partnership, friendship, breaking up in the recent past, or being at least very rocky. Okay. 8th house can also have to deal with divorce. Okay, so then you have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and that is Moon in Sag too. So, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is, you know, not wanting to fight anymore for something. Especially this card, because here, the Nine of Wands in the upright is about moving forward and actually wanting to keep soldiering on. Here, he doesn't want to do it, but he's still got his wand. He's going to go up those stairs. In the reverse, he absolutely doesn't want to do it, and that's where you're at with this right now. Okay. Let's check out your next step, my Cancerian friends. Okay, so you got the Two of Wands in the reverse. So this is like you have a plan that you're creatively building in your mind, but you're not acting on it. You're not doing anything to act on it. Okay. Or this Sagittarian person is too. And it could absolutely have to do with a relationship breaking up because you got the Four of Wands in the reverse, as well as the Two of Cups in the reverse. So, and 2 4s has to do with your stability, your security in the world as well. Okay. So, for your clarifiers, I have the Santa Marta Tarot. My Cancer friends. I mean, overall, not really seeing you here. So you could be dealing with somebody else's divorce, somebody else's surgery, things like that, somebody else's trauma, right? Because 8th house is about trauma. It's also about other people's money. So, you know, handling that, well, good for you. But okay, so with the Knight of Wands, you also have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So, yes, that could be your Sag, but it could also be an Aries, Leo. You could have that in your chart if you're the female energy as well. Okay. Yeah, so this is like coming forward and saying what you need to say, them saying what they needed to say. It wasn't a win. Like, there wasn't a win in the person saying whatever that they needed to come about. With the 6 of Wands in the reverse, it's not getting the accolades, right? And coupled with that 4 of Swords in the reverse. So the 4 of Swords in the reverse, somebody came out and said something, but hey, guess what? It's not a winner, okay? And like I was saying, this doesn't look like you, my dears. So, unless you have those in your chart, which would be fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, probably Sag. Yeah, so it's looking like, you know, you're probably dealing with either yours, you know, a friend's, a parent's divorce, right? Because we have the Justice card too. You could be dealing with the sign of Libra as well. Okay, so with the not wanting to fight anymore, you have the Empress reverse. So if there's a mother figure here, then she's pissed off. That's a pissed off mother figure, and not wanting to fight, because it almost looks like you know, this full moon eclipse is about, you know, culminations. Is about endings, is about, you know, things being brought to light and then eclipsed out, right? So, it looks like this person that's involved here, the mother figure, right? It could be you as a mother, doesn't want to deal with this situation any longer, you know? And this could be something that's coming out about that, right? She can also be Empress and Temptress, but I'm not really seeing that as that here, because it looks more like a situation that has like gone to court, like a divorce or something, where the female is not the motherly figure. It doesn't have to be your mom, but motherly figure is not happy here, right? So yeah, the reason that you're not moving forward with your creative plan is that nobody's talking about it. Let's take one more on that. Quite an interesting house to have it in. Yeah. So then you have the 2 of Wands again. So the 2 of Wands here is more about protection in this deck for me, because check it out, he's got 2 guns, man. Right? So it's more about protection. This feels like a situation that has been going on for a while. These are the end of these eclipses. The nodes will completely have moved in November, but this is like the end sequence of the past 2.5 years of eclipses. So absolutely, you could be dealing with somebody else's divorce around you, some legal proceedings, things like that. But I probably, this looks like divorce to me. Okay. And then how we got here is, you know, a beginning in truth, because you have the Ace of Swords, about, you know, an unhappy home life. That's what it is. But like I said, I don't really see you guys here, so this could absolutely be something that you're just highly involved with for whatever reason, you know, and having to take part in because you're watching it. Okay, so let's check out your love lives there, my Cancer friends. Whispers of Love Oracle deck for you, my single Cancers first. For anybody who hasn't watched this before, this is the only part of the reading where I really put Venus to, because it's about love, you know. But you can absolutely use your sun, moon, or rising. Love who you are. All these cards are fantastic. That's like one of the better ones, right? It reminds me of the Six of Swords because of the ship. It says, "You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer." And that's what's up, you know, because we all are. No matter how much some people badmouth themselves, you know. And, you know, I'm not trying to throw shade, but it's usually that will come up because it's an advice card when you're not loving who you are, right? Okay, so I have here the Tarot in Wonderland. And I Cancer Singles. Thank you to everyone who's liked, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you. If you haven't had the chance yet, you can just do so down below. I appreciate that as well. But really, just thanks for watching. Alright, so we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Check them out, Cheshire Cat. Right, so you could be dealing with the sign of Taurus, absolutely. The Hierophant in reverse can talk about, you know, a marriage that is broken up, okay? Because it's belief systems, it's ways of being, it's churches, it's anything that, you know, people put a lot of faith into. So marriages fall under that. And court systems. Alright, so there's that Nine of Wands. So this is the present moment for you. So this is wanting to continue with this situation. Like there's probably a heavy family influence on this. If you don't have that in your chart, is that like a heavy family, heavy like close friendship type of thing? Because it's something that is really you feel as though you want to carry on helping this person, right? At the very least. And why? Because, you know, you want somebody to be brought back in from the cold, you know? It could be, because we got the Five of Pentacles here, and it is in the reverse, so that's good. That's positive, right? That means that this person, once again, not seeing you here unless you have Taurus or Earth, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag in your chart. Right? And then here we go. There's you. The Chariot. So how we got here was trying to move forward, right? Trying to move forward. It looks like trying to help somebody else move forward for a lot of you. Also, with this, you know, moving forward card here that we have, it is also the number 8, which I also noticed here. So it's moving forward, trying to get through these traumatic 8th house things with the eclipse. Okay, so Wheel of the Year, clarifiers. My Cancerian singles. Yeah, so in this this breakup, this the sign of Taurus person, you feeling like you can't, there's just something that you just can't defend yourself about with them, because here we have, you know, the Seven of Wands, and it's like they're defending themselves from the deluge, right? But you feel like you can't against this person for whatever reason, and that's in the recent past. And what you're standing up for is, you know, your stability, your security, your home life, your family, right? Things like that. Other people's marriages, right? Because the Four of Wands in the upright, that's what that's talking about. And how we got here is, you know, you definitely were involved. So then we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this is more like not talking, like, so you might be talking to only one party, right? If you are dealing with another couple, and it's absolutely like something that's a divine timing situation too, because your own card, the Chariot, you have the Seven of Cups, so you have no qualms about this, you know, and like moving forward, you could have had like some kind of drug alcohol issue, right? Because the Seven of Cups in the reverse with the Chariot card can denote, you know, no longer being diluted by anything, right? So but still there's no talking at the end of this with this person, with this couple, but just remember to appreciate yourself. That's what the advice card is. Listen to the advice card. All right. Cancer couples. Whispers of Love once more. That one. Treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. Beautiful, beautiful card. They're all really nice. But, I mean, that's good advice for everybody, but let's see why they're giving it to you. Tarot in Wonderland. I apologize for, you know, the lighting or my voice. I'm not near my house and I'm having allergies and I don't have my light set up, so. Alright, so in the recent past you have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So, you know, being blocked from a start. I love how they're all through the looking glass too, right? But all of the aces, for me, resonate with their original meaning, right? So all it means is that at that point it was blocked. So practical, financial, even like pregnancy can be the Ace of Pentacles because it's planting a seed, right? Okay, so then you have the Hermit. So the Hermit, obviously, sign of Virgo, if you don't know, but it's like, you know, keeping yourself away, right? Because the Hermit in the upright goes within to find their light, right? And it's usually by themselves. Okay, and then we have the Star. So sign of Aquarius, right? So that's success, with hopes, dreams, wishes, right? Let's see how we got here. Once again, we have the Hierophant, right? So this could be, you know, absolutely the relationship as it is, absolutely sign of Taurus, you know, you could have Taurus, Aquarius, or Virgo in your chart, right? And I just looked at the bottom of this again, and I'll take that because, boom, that's you. And if it's a situation where you don't know if you're in a relationship or not, this could be you feeling confused about it, you not knowing if you could go for this new beginning. But it looks at the end of this, it's going to be a success, even if you are dealing with the sign of Aquarius. Because the Star is success. And Ace is Tournament. Okay, Wheel of the Year once more. Alright, so with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, you have the King of Wands in the reverse. So the King of Wands can actually be quite a jerk. You know what I mean? If you are the Cancerian and you have, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag in your chart, you'd be quite pissed off about this situation, right? The King of Wands, because he is known to be a family man, but when he's in the reverse, he can be like, he can be abusive. You know, he can be a dick. It's not as bad as the Emperor reverse, but it's pretty shitty. Okay. Alright, so with the Hermit, you could absolutely be dealing with the sign of Virgo. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, right? Protecting themselves, protecting their money, especially with the Hermit card, and where they're both on their horse. Like, you could be dealing with somebody who's traveling. They could be traveling for work. You know, you're having to travel, and it has to do with a Virgo, an Earth sign. It can be either a Virgo or or Taurus. Yep. Yep. And got two. All right, so with the Star card, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Empress, right? So for some of you, it can be psychic spying, and where my thing is, elemental Empress. People can be spying and checking you out to see if, you're pregnant. For some of you, I feel like there is like a multiple people situation, right? Whatever floats your boat, you know what I mean? But, other people spying on each other. But with the Star and the Empress at the end of this, it's really positive. Whether or not there's some kind of spying and whatnot, it's positive. So this is not terrible spying. Because otherwise, this would be like cross, talk, but with the Star card and the Empress, it's not. It's spying, So, yeah. So how you got here, my Cancer friends, is it looks like there's a third party situation, at least before, right? Or not working together as a group team, if this is like your family, right? But it feels more like adults, like not like small children, but adults. All right, but what they're saying is to treasure your loved ones, right? It's important that you love them all deeply, apparently. Okay, so if you like that, then please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to get a reading with me, then check in the about below. Take care, Cancers.